Hello everyone and welcome to the Gooner Factory. So Arsenal vs Nottingham Forest is on Tuesday, so we'll be talking all the important points for that game. But before we get into it, I just want to say how excited I am for football to finally be back, and just say how much of a weird January has this been. I mean, we know January is usually always one of the busiest periods of the football calendar, but this January so far, we've played one game in the Premier League and one game in the Cup. So that is just so strange. I don't know about you lot, but I just think this January has been so weird. So I can't wait to get football kicked off again. And we're coming into a period now where we got some big games coming up. February, for us in particular, is massive. I'll go through some of the games we got in that month. But first of all, let's talk about this Nottingham Forest game. So this is so important that we try and keep that momentum that we did have against Palace when we won 5-0. That is probably our best performance of the season in terms of score and in terms of performance as well. To be fair, there were so many players that game who played so well, and I just hope there hasn't been too much of a gap now to where the players do sort of lose some of that momentum. But I'm expecting a good game. I do expect us to win this game fairly comfortably, and I think this is a game that is perfect for the likes of Thomas Partey to be integrated back into that first team. He's not going to start the game, of course, but to see him come on as a sub is going to be a massive moment for all of us Arsenal fans, because we know how important Thomas Partey is going to be for this team, not only in the league but in the Champions League as well. So this is the starting lineup I'm predicting for Tuesday's game against Nottingham Forest. We're going to have David Raya in goal. He's looked a lot more assured in himself lately. The whole Ramsdale saga seems to have settled down massively. So this is that time now where we're seeing David Raya play some of his best football in an Arsenal shirt, which is good. Right back, Ben White. Again, his performances, the last couple, have been unbelievable. It wasn't too long ago where Ben White was struggling for form as well after just coming back from that injury. But Ben White's in good form, so I expect Ben White to have a good game. Gabriel and Saliba, of course, in them centre-back positions. And Zinchenko on the left. Centre defensive mid is going to be Declan Rice. Havertz is probably going to be playing next to him, and you can't blame Arteta in a game like this. To be fair, this is the kind of game where I don't mind seeing a Kai Havertz. In my opinion, this is why Kai Havertz was brought in for the games like Nottingham Forest, where you're playing the lower league table teams. You're going to have so much of the possession that I don't mind losing that extra midfield place to a Kai Havertz, who does have the ability to pop up in moments and score a goal. So Kai Havertz in the number 8, Odegaard centre attacking mid, Saka, Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus. Our attack was looking good in the last game, and I just hope the attackers can carry that into this game. Martinelli in particular was on fire. He come on as a substitute and scored them 2 brilliant goals. So I hope to see Martinelli playing full of confidence. He's not shy of confidence, to be fair. He doesn't play like a player, or he hasn't been playing like a player who lacks confidence. This is a player who's always willing to try and beat his man, but the fact he got them 2 goals, I think will just kick him on to that next level, and hopefully he can get somewhere close to those 15 league goals that he scored last season. Gabriel Jesus as well. It's about time that he scored a goal. You know, we mentioned in one of our previous videos that Arsenal scored 5 and not one of their strikers scored. So I think this is a game where one of our strikers need to put the ball away, whether that be Nketiah, whether it be Jesus. I believe Jesus is going to start this game. So I hope Gabriel Jesus can get on the score sheet just so it can give him that extra push needed going into that Liverpool game, because I think we're going to need all the help we can get in that game. But I do think it's a game we can win. So like I said earlier, this February is absolutely massive for Arsenal. So like I said, we only played 1 league game in January and 1 cup game. Listen to these games we've got to play in February. So we got Liverpool, West Ham, Burnley, Porto away in the Champions League, and then Newcastle. So we really do need to use this game against Nottingham Forest as a springboard to push us into those games full of confidence, full of momentum, and I think we can have a good February. I think we can go into that Liverpool game at home and probably beat them. We know they're going to be inspired now after the news of Jurgen Klopp is leaving, so I'm expecting Liverpool to have a massive second part of the season. So I'm looking forward to play that game, because at our place, I think we are more than capable of winning that game, and I will be predicting us to win. You know, when I went into the game against Liverpool at Anfield, I was definitely nervous. But going into this game at the Emirates, I just feel a lot more confident, especially after that game against Palace, when you see how we can play. These players are capable of producing some fantastic performances. So I look forward to seeing how they get on in this game. And the score prediction I'm going to go with is a 4-1 win to Arsenal. I think we can score plenty of goals in this game like we did the last game, but I think for some reason that we might just ship one goal. I think this Forest team is fairly decent. They do have some interesting attacking players. So I'm going to say that they will score one goal. But let me know your score prediction. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know your thoughts on the games we've got coming up in February, like Liverpool, Porto away. How excited are you for them games? Thanks so much to everyone for watching and listening. Before you go, if you could, just hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Gooners, have a good day.